Hello all, Badger here. Despite recently almost dying, many attempts on my life and property, run in with a young vixen from my past, and my ongoing battle against homelessness, alongside the lack of contracts and employment, I persist. And I'm still here to tell you things about one of mine, and probably yours, favorite things, called Battletech. And today, we will go over one of the more popular, more widely acknowledged, and most effective assault mechs ever, the Highlander. For the sake of unpaid time that will go into this video, we will stick with the stock or original model Highlander that originated the entire line of variants. If there ends up being a high demand response to this video, alongside any generous donations to the channel, link in description, then following that, I will be doing an addition to this video with extra detail and inclusion of all variants and the lore surrounding the Highlander. As is said in any business, you get what you pay for. Now, let's get to the heavy metal of the video. Manufactured by Hollis Incorporated and Starcore Industries starting in 2592. The first model Highlander, the HGN 732 assault mech, was, for lack of better terms, a royal monster, even among other assault mechs. Originally designed as a dedicated defense assault mech for cities and military installations, at 90 tons, fitted with 15.5 tons of ferrofibrous armor, a healthy variety of weaponry, and Hildco jump jets with a range of 90 meters being the heaviest mech to have them at the time, allowed the Highlander the ability to jump over inconvenient obstacles, such as buildings, and outpace other mechs with a faster ground speed. But because of this increased mobility and its versatile weaponry, the Highlander proved to be a capable fighter on any battlefield, and within decades, nearly every battle mech regiment of the regular and royal armies featured them. In fact, the Highlander was so effective a combo of an assault mech that in trial runs, mech warriors started using the 90-ton flying monster to do what is now widely known as a Highlander burial, whereas a Highlander pilot would use their aforementioned flying assault mech to leap above enemy mechs and land both feet onto an enemy mech, in many cases, completely dommy-mommy crushing the other mech into a destroyed and submissive heap of scrap metal straight into the earth. So successful was this tactic that the design team re-engineered the legs of the Highlander to accommodate repeated use of this brutal yet highly effective maneuver, leaving any survivors to perhaps comment how they looked up the skirt of a monstrous Highlander and survived to speak of it. This gave the Highlander and its pilots such a reputation that it's most considered an effective and highly potent psychological warfare tactic to simply bring a few Highlanders to any fight, leaving an enemy highly terrified of a non-consensual crushing burial under the feet of a Highlander at any point, and to be brutally squished between the skirted Highlander thighs of a flying assault mech. Now, with the short-skirted amount of Highlander flame out of the way, let's get to the specs of the original stock model and peek under the shirt and skirt of this flying monster of a mech. As mentioned, the Highlander 732 assault mech was originally manufactured by Starcore, at some point entering into a partnership with Hollis Incorporated. The Highlander is 90 tons, 15.5 tons of which is Grumman 3 ferrofibrous armor. It comes equipped with case and has a GM 270 engine, enabling it to cruise at a decent 54 kilometers per hour. Equipped with Heldco Model 10 jump jets, allowing for 90 meters of movement, it comes with 2 medium lasers, 1 short-range missile Rack 6, 1 LRM-20 for when you want to drop a lot of hot sausage on something quite a distance away, and 1 Gauss rifle when you really want to use some hard metal to shoot something into something else at a very high velocity possible. It can engage at all standard ranges and has 12 single heat sinks as standard, and he's equipped with a Hector 7 comm suite and a Starlight LX1 target tracking system, all based on a Star League XT chassis. In case people forgot what mechs like these were built on, alongside bloody heaps of periphery bodies, it's a pretty decent priced, or, depending on your perspective, expensive girl that you met at the bar, wearing only enough to not get arrested in public, of the Western variety, at a whopping 8,936,080 space bucks. Now, tell your parents how useful she is in the yard to compensate for the lack of skill in the kitchen, or just use the accent as the excuse for defaulting on your mortgage. Whichever gets you off the hook for thinking with your hard head instead of your soft one. Mech warriors are just like that, it seems. Used everywhere from the SLDF to the Blakist Jihad and all places in between. Despite its seeming rarity, the Highlander is an assault mech amongst assault mechs. So whether you are blaring bagpipes into battle with a skirt on a lassie, or a kilt on your person, burying mechs under your thunder thighs with a Highlander burial dommy-mommy feet-smashing maneuver, or settled into a defensive position to buy time for some poor civvies at the wrong place and the wrong time. The Highlander is fit for any mech warrior, and as the old mercenary turned historian says, good enough is just perfect. Thank you all for your time. As forementioned, I am in the shit during this time in my existence and fighting to simply live. But still here to deliver to you what snippets of this one among our many favorite universes that I can. And do hope you find it useful, if not enjoyable in some way, at my expense or not, and truly wish you are doing better than I. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you are feeling generous, the donation link is in the description. And thank you for being a reason for me to stay somewhat sane. Be good, be safe, and make a good life for yourselves. And I will see you in the next one. I am BlastCapBadger, Badger Actual 7, out.